welcome Internet Nomad. Today I'm sharing my own game tale on the first open world game I ever played. This is my tale on Fallout 3. As a kid, I didn't understand the concept of an open world game. Exploring the wasteland was my main goal. I was too young to realize the game was open-ended. I would see enemies and think, this must be the right way. I only played through the Super Duper Mart and the school. I would start the fire ant mission in Grey Ditch, but those enemies were tough to get through. The furthest I ever got was the Galaxy News radio base. The super mutants were too tough to beat. I loved the Super Duper Mart. It was so fun sneaking past raiders and killing them stealthily. I love how more would come in if you wait long enough. Over the PA system, you hear them realize someone is in here. My godfather bought the game, and we played it on the 360. After his death, we would inherit his 360. His profile is still on the console. I would buy the Steam version after finding out my computer could run it. The story is your father escaped the vault. You begin in the vault. The introduction starts with your birth, then you as a baby, you pick out your stats. Then you play your 10th birthday. This segment introduces the player to dialogue options and weapon combat. At 16, every vault member takes the GOAT, the Generalized Occupational Aptitude Test. This is one of my favorite things to do. I take the test and always choose the funny options. This test picks which stats will be tagged. The teacher allows you to pick any tags you want after saying you're displeased with the results. After the intro, your dad leaves the vault without notice. Following your friend's advice, you are able to follow your dad into the wasteland. This is where the game really opens. Most players will end up going to Megaton first. This is where your first clue to where your father went begins. The bartender ends up revealing that you weren't actually born in the vault. I'm going to stop talking plot until I hit the spoilers section. When I played as a preteen, I experienced only maybe 5% of the game. In my teenage years, I would understand more of the game. Around 16, I would beat the game, and man, the journey was awesome. There's still so much to explore. My favorite thing to do was search the wasteland. I always loved finding a new town and talking to NPCs. Fallout 3 is my favorite Fallout game. This is purely nostalgia. I know New Vegas is technically better, but I never played that game until adulthood. Both games are goated, but I spend more time in Fallout 3. The optional side quests were wicked. Finding a cult of vampires or completing a survival guide was so cool. There's 2 main houses you could get, plus a third one I never heard of. The third one is a shared cave which I never explored. Leveling up involves getting skill points for things like lockpicking, science, and other RPG elements. Also, each level gives a person a new perk. You unlock perks by achieving higher levels or having the right number of skill points. I always take the perks that give additional dialogue options. One of my favorite is cannibalism. This allows the player to gain health by eating a human. This would also give the player bad karma, but it also allows you to unlock an option when talking to other cannibals. I always get high speech. This gives a higher percentage to influence people. I like that in Fallout 3, you had to have a certain amount of luck persuading people. New Vegas just gives it to you if you meet the requirements. This has some positives and negatives. In Fallout 3, you could save before a speech check and reload until you pass. I never did that. I always liked rolling the dice and committing to the outcome. Karma plays a big role in the game. Some characters could join you on your adventures. They usually require certain amounts of karma. One of my favorites is Jericho, who is a former raider. He needs bad karma for him to tag along. I would get bad karma by killing a character, then stealing everything in their house. The karma also has the disadvantage of being hunted by 2 factions. The Talon Company mercs come after you if you have positive karma. If you are evil, you are followed by the regulators. You keep neutral karma, then you are free from both factions. This is difficult to do and a lot less fun. I always pick either good or bad in every playthrough. I never get neutral karma. When you gain a certain level, there's 2 perks. Lawbreakers, that allows you to join the regulators. Every bad guy will now have a finger to prove you killed them. This will get you caps and other supplies. The evil equivalent is Contract Killer. This doesn't allow you to become a Talon Company member, but it's the evil side of the Lawbringer perk. NPCs who are not violent will drop ears that could be exchanged for caps. A hidden ability is the Talon Company won't attack you even with positive karma. There's minigames for lockpicking and hacking terminals. I like the terminal minigames so much that I have an app on my phone that is just that. I'm going to spoil the story now, so if you don't want to hear it, leave the video now. Your father is a scientist who is working to purify the water in the wasteland. He went and searched for a device called the GEC, Garden of Eden Creation Kit. This would allow him to finish Project Purity. On his search, he is trapped in a vault called 112. Each vault has their own experiment. Vault 112's experiment is a virtual reality program. That section is my favorite part of the game. It is so weird and has multiple ways to end it. The evil government, the Enclave, wants to use the purifier to kill mutants and ghouls who drink the water. The Brotherhood of Steel helps the player to activate the purifier. After finding the GEC, the player gets captured by the Enclave. The player meets the President. The Enclave is a villainous representation of the old US government. The President ends up being an AI program. He reveals the intent to purify the world of mutants. I tricked the AI program to self-destruct in my playthrough. The final stretch includes activating the Project Purity. The player has 3 options. One is he could sacrifice himself turning on the machine. This option allows the player to put the virus to kill the mutants in it. You could send the Brotherhood of Steel member in, and they'll turn it on. If you have the DLC, you could send in a radioactive proof companion. This was in response to many players asking why not send the mutant Fox to go, since he is immune to radiation that kills the player. Also, the final option is to let the project explode. In my playthrough, I sacrificed myself and finished the game. I never owned the DLC until I was 18, when I bought the Game of the Year edition on Steam. I played a few of the DLC missions, but I'm going to end the video here. Farewell, Internet Nomad.